How to build wealth. 5 powerful principles for success. I want to tell you a story about a young guy named Jake. Jake really wants to be rich, but he came from a poor background, raised by a single mother, and without many positive male role models in his life. Despite these challenges, he's ambitious and constantly seeking advice on how to make it big. Recently, Jake started working at one of my favorite cafes. While I was sitting there in my usual corner, I saw him approach an older man dressed in a suit. Let's call him Mr. Grumpy because he always looks like he's got something to complain about. I've seen him around a few times, but he's never smiled at anyone. So Jake, eager to get advice, asked Mr. Grumpy how he could achieve success. Of course, Mr. Grumpy just bluntly told him that the younger generation is lazy and doesn't know what hard work is. Jake tried to explain that he's juggling work to pay for college and has big dreams for his future. But Mr. Grumpy wasn't having it. He cut him off mid-sentence and told him that young people today make excuses and want everything handed to them. I couldn't just sit there. I've been in Jake's shoes, coming from humble beginnings and making my first million in my 20s. So I stood up, walked over, and said something like this: times have changed, and so have the challenges young people face today. Sure, our generation worked hard, but that doesn't mean young people today aren't working just as hard. Jake here is juggling school, a job, and planning for his future. The world is more complex now, and the path to success isn't as straightforward as it used to be. We need to support and encourage the younger generation, not put them down. They are the future leaders of the world, and we should guide them with our experience, not tear down their efforts. I don't think Mr. Grumpy really listened, though. Some older people are just stuck in their ways. But that's okay. I spent the next hour talking with Jake, sharing some real-world advice that could help him get ahead. And that's when I realized there are thousands, maybe even millions of young people like Jake out there, wanting to get rich and make a difference. So I thought I'd break down the advice I gave him into 5 key principles that anyone can follow to become wealthy. 1. Don't rush to get rich. When you're a kid, you're just playing around. In your teens, you're stuck in school learning a bunch of stuff that doesn't always apply to the real world. By the time you hit your 20s, that's when the real world starts, and you have to figure out how to earn money. Don't be discouraged if you don't have it all figured out yet. The school system doesn't prepare you for the real world, so you're just getting started. If you're in your 20s and feeling like everyone else has figured it out, don't focus on getting rich fast. Focus on sharpening your skills, like learning high-income skills. These are skills that can help you earn at least $10,000 a month, such as video editing, copywriting, software development, or high-ticket sales. Mastering 1 or 2 of these skills can set you up for success early in life. My son, for example, honed his videography skills while still in school, and by the time he graduated, he was earning $10,000 a month. The money wasn't the most important part. It was the opportunities his skills provided. These skills opened doors for him to meet successful people and gain valuable knowledge. So pick a skill, focus on it, and trust the process. This is a marathon, not a sprint. 2. Stop playing with your money. Your money is like a stack of cookies. The more you mess with it, the more it crumbles away. Instead of constantly moving it around or trying to trade, you should focus on growing your wealth over time. Warren Buffett, for example, made most of his wealth after his 50th birthday because he understood the power of compound interest. To build wealth, you need to invest your money in assets, things like real estate, gold, or my personal favorite, the stock market. Once you start investing, lock your money away and let it grow. Don't touch it unless absolutely necessary. I made my first million by keeping my money in long-term investments. Now, those investments bring in around $17,000 a week in passive income. If you want to grow your wealth, set up a system where you automatically invest a portion of your income every month. The S&P 500, for example, has had an average return of 10% per year over the last decade. If you can be consistent, your wealth will grow over time. 3. Take risks. One of the biggest things holding you back from becoming rich is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment. But let me tell you this, fear is normal, and it's something you can work through. The real problem isn't the fear itself, but how others might judge you if you fail. When I started my journey, I was terrified of quitting my job as a carpenter due to bullying from my boss. But I took the the risk, and it turned out to be the best decision I ever made. You have time on your side when you're young, so don't be afraid to take calculated risks. Whether it's quitting your job, starting a side hustle, or making an investment, go for it. Failure isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a vital part of the learning process. Most successful people have failed many times before they made it. Learn from your failures and keep going. Success is the result of enduring and learning from those failures. 4. Keep learning. As you get older, you'll notice that the more you learn, the more opportunities you find. Many people get stuck thinking that once they graduate or get a job, their learning is over. But that's where the system fails you. You need to keep learning, growing, and updating your knowledge. I still make it a point to stay up to date on the latest trends in finance, technology, and business. Whether it's through YouTube, TikTok, or reading, I continue to educate myself, and it helps me spot opportunities that others may miss. Stay humble and keep learning from those who are ahead of you. The more you learn, the more you earn. 5. Surround yourself with the right people. If you want to break the cycle of poverty and become the first millionaire in your family, you need to surround yourself with people who can help you grow. Studies show that being friends with wealthy people increases your chances of success, especially in things like saving and investing. You don't need to ditch all your old friends, but it's worth seeking out environments where successful people hang out. Whether it's joining clubs, attending seminars, or just networking online, surround yourself with people who can help guide you and explain things in simple terms. You are the future leaders of the world. Don't be afraid to pursue your dreams. There are people like me who will always support you, so don't listen to the naysayers. The road to success isn't easy, but it's worth it.